All right, a couple students have asked about when you're solving systems of equations when y isn't alone, how do you do that? And this is questions 27 and 29 from page 616 that I'm going to go over. So in these two, y is not alone. So I am going to choose, do I want to get x alone in each of these equations or y? So x here and here doesn't have a number in front of it called a coefficient. So I'm going to get x alone in each of these. You could get y alone also. So to get x alone, to isolate it, I need to move this y across the equal sign. So it would turn to the inverse, which would be minus y. So now my new equation is x equals 8 minus y, and x is alone. And here I'm going to get x alone as well, so I need to get rid of this by doing the inverse of plus 3y, which would be minus 3y. So my new equation would be x equals 14 minus 3y. So x equals this and x equals this, so now I'm going to substitute. I'm going to take 8 minus y and replace it with x in that equation. So that would be 8 minus y, that's this part that I replaced, substituted there, equals 14 minus 3y. Now I'm going to solve this equation to figure out what y is. So I'm going to collect my variables. I'm going to put an invisible one there on the left. So minus 3y would become plus 3y. And positive 8 would become minus 8. So negative 1 plus 3 is 2y, and 14 minus 8 is 6. So I can tell that y is going to be 3, or if I can't tell that, I divide, and y equals 3. Okay, now I'm going to choose one of these equations and replace y with 3 so I can figure out what x is. And this one's the easiest right here. So I'm going to replace 3 right here, and 8 minus 3 is 5, so x equals 5. And I always do my ordered pair with x first and y second. And then I'm going to check it in the second equation and make sure it works. If I put 5 here plus 3 times 3 is 9, does 9 plus 5 equal 14? Yep, it does. So that is my answer there. Okay, here's another one where we don't have y alone in either of them. But x is alone in the second one. So I'm going to keep that the way it is and get x alone here, because that's the easiest step. So I want to get x alone. So first we multiply x times 4, and then we subtract 3y. So doing the inverse, I want to start here and add 3y. And if I want to get x alone, I'm going to need to divide by 4. And I'm going to divide every single term by 4. So x is alone now, and x equals 33 over 4 plus 3/4 y. You could keep them. You could keep this. There we go. X equals 33 over 4 plus 3/4 y. You could keep these like that or divide them. I'm just going to keep it like that. So that's my first equation, and my second equation is here. I'm going to take this and substitute x for that. So what I have here is 33 over 4 plus 3/4 y equals negative 4y minus 25. Okay? I want to move the variable, collect it to the left, so minus 4y or negative 4y becomes plus 4y. And I want to move my constants to the right, so positive 33 over 4 becomes minus 33 over 4. I'm just keeping these fractions, but I'm just going to use my calculator. So 3/4 plus 4 would be 4 3/4 y. And 25 minus 33 over 4, I'm just going to use my calculator for that. 25 minus 33, negative 25 minus 33 over 4 equals negative 33 1/4. So to get y alone here, I need to divide. And divide. I'm just going to change this to 4.75 because that's easier for me to, I have a scientific calculator here, so I'll do negative 33.25 divided by 4.75, and I get y equals negative 7. Okay, don't stop there. Now I need to choose one of these equations and replace y with negative 7. So this one looks the easiest. Okay, 4 times negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28. Positive 28 minus 25 would be 3. So x is 3. And I always do x first and y second, and then I'll check it in my second equation. 4 times 3 minus 3 times negative 7 equals 33, which is what I was looking for. So that's my answer. So that's how you do systems of equations when you don't have the variables alone. If you already have a variable alone like y, then you would just set them equal to each other.